Empire Total War is coming to iPad and mobile Android, and I love it. I think we need more Total War games on these devices. Total War has proven that it can be not only adapted to handheld devices. I believe that hopefully soon, if Age of Empires, if Civilization, and now even Age of Mythology can arrive on console, we may see a turn to console gaming for Total War in the future. But don't take my word on it yet. This is a hopeful indication because I love the fact that Total War is now playable on iPad, it's now playable on iPhone, and I think it's a great start for Feral Interactive to basically import Total War onto these devices, and slowly and steadily we may see Creative Assembly do a console port one day. Now, as to how that will ever happen is beyond me. But at the same time, we may not see Total War games coming to console. And why do I say that? Because there's graphical constraints, including technology, that could also be a factor. Now, since this is an era of 18th century warfare, for those of you who have never played Empire, imagine conquering the whole of Europe, India, and the Americas on your iPad devices. There's naval battles, world spanning map. If I have my hopes, I hope that Empire on iPad fixes many issues that the PC version still suffers from economic issues, from let's say battle AI issues, from building and balancing. I hope these issues are sorted. And in no particular order, if you play on PC, the AI will never form a straight line to meet you within battles. And this was a feature of the old Warscape engine because the old AI engineer that was working on it during that time in 2008 left. And since then, we've had a broken AI that pretty much has been the bane of all Total War games with the Warscape engine. So I really do hope that if you can't fix everything, at least bring some minor changes that make it feel as if you're challenging a good AI. Because Rome Remastered still had many bugs from the old version that still continue on to this day. But, as I've said, fix the flawed economic system, at least reintroduce features that were cut during the gameplay production process, make fleets cheaper rather than expensive. One of the main problems Empire Total War had was that they advertised naval warfare, right? So you could build these massive fleets and you could go and conquer the world. But fleets are expensive during the gameplay start, and I've always struggled on them. So I sincerely hope that they do something that will make fleets a little cheaper to use. I'm unsure what changes they could bring, however, to fix perhaps some animations or at least bugs, or perhaps when you command your units to do something, they should listen to your orders. I have faith, however, in Feral, because they kept true to the roots of the old Total War games. Even though the UI was really mobile style, a Medieval II Remaster would be great, and I have a sneaking suspicion, alright, and it is a sneaking suspicion that we will get a Medieval II Remaster that will increase the longevity of Medieval II Total War modding. They've said there's a host of gameplay and art improvements within the Empire version, so let's hope ships fire correctly, units don't go haywire, units actually listen to what you do, and you're not fighting cumbersome battles. I can't wait to try this out. This proves that Total War needs to come to mobile, iPads, and the future could be promising. I really hope that we see Total War on console, as our Sydney Civilization is on Xbox, so I really would like to see something like that in the future. The only disappointing feature is that you will never be able to have mods on the ports of Total War game onto mobile or on iPad, and I believe obviously technology constraints will play a role in this. And if there's one thing I agree with, Andy Take points out pretty much a brilliant point. So I will wait, let you listen to it, and then I'll explain.
Even be better than a pure Medieval 3 honestly, simply because of everything Medieval 2 does already and how Feral might be able to push the modding limits once again, just like they did with Rome. And just imagine if Empire could have its modding limits opened up, perhaps allowing for map modding and city modding. All of this feels like it's on the table, and I feel like the wallets of fans like myself are practically gaping in agony for the chance to buy these remasters.
Okay, so now that we've listened to it, if Empire Remastered came, if Medieval II Remastered came, this would enable a golden age of Total War modding. Imagine if the Empire Total War mods could literally expand all the way from India to Japan. Imagine if campaign map editing could be possible. Imagine if a lot of the Warscape engine problems could also be fixed. There is a lot on the hope that we get these Total War games to iPad and we get a remaster. I really want remasters of old Total War games. I really want it. and I want mod restrictions removed. And I would say that this is pleasing news for historical fans, but I hope we get some more historical projects. Creative Assembly, we need more historical Total War projects being announced. I love Warhammer, but it's time historical fans got some love. And I believe Empire Total War on iPad and mobile is great. But the main problem is that you might be selling to a niche audience. So there's that problem as well. But even if it is a niche audience, this proves that Total War can adapt. This proves that Total War can, really become the great series that it is meant to be and always should be. I really do hope that Total War in the future really becomes bigger than to the current phase we're going right now. And if Warhammer ever gets ported onto iPad or on mobile, I think that would be the icing on the cake. But I am, for one, really excited. I think this is really fantastic. We are in for maybe a good golden age, but we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. So don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, yes, it's coming.